Kano, Liu Kang, Raiden, Johnny Cage, Scorpion, SubZero, Sonya. Mortal Kombat! So, for those of you that are in the know, just know that the Mortal Kombat reaction will probably be on Patreon because it almost will 100% get claimed. And one of the privileges of being a Patreon member, a super Magnusite, a super fan, if you will, is that you get all of my movie reactions, television show reactions, anime reactions, and copyright claimed video reactions. So it'll probably be over on Patreon. Just so you guys all know. Now, all of these posters will be streaming next to me here. And you guys will get my opinions on these things as they randomly scroll through different ones. Apparently they released all these posters in motion, if you will, and they will be showcased. These characters will be showcased on the trailer tomorrow, I assume. And I'm going to give you my opinion of what I think here, okay? I personally, not saying that it's not going to work, I personally have never liked when they introduce this character that is outside of the normal series, you know, of the normal canon of a particular, you know, comic book, movie, video game, whatever it is. I've never liked when they introduce a new character to kind of be the center point while all the characters that we've all grown to love are somehow, I don't know, around it or interacting with them. I've never liked that. Now, I haven't followed the Mortal Kombat story in a long time, so I could be absolutely wrong here. I'll admit that. A man can always admit when he's wrong. However, I know nothing about this Cole Young. Know nothing about him. If this just were a movie poster and it was like Cole Young coming this April, I'd be like, well, this looks like it's going to be a badass martial arts series. Alright? Got the muscles and insignia going, dragon insignia going here. Might be something cool. It would pique my interest. Put it that way. So, there you have it. That has piqued my interest. The next one here is Shang Tsung. Now, Shang Tsung looks very reminiscent of the first Mortal Kombat movie. He definitely looks like that. And even though he didn't look like what Shang Tsung looked like in the games at that point, I liked him. I thought he was a very good villain. I forgot the actor's name that played him, but he always plays great villains. I think he's got that look. He just always plays great villains. It looks like they definitely patterned this man after him. I know he played the accountant in The Dark Knight, so I know he's a good actor. So we'll see exactly what he does. Okay, I like the whole suit and setup here. Looks good. Happy with him so far. Next we have SubZero. Now SubZero has been the one that has always been standing out to me whenever I look at these. You know, whenever it's been a picture or a clip in that fake trailer that was released that a lot of us fell for, and then after I uploaded it, I was like, I wonder if this was fake. And everybody was like, yo man, this is fake, this is fake, this is fake. Anyway, SubZero looks badass. He does. He looks badass. I have no problem with how they made him look whatsoever. No issue whatsoever. None. I'm looking forward to seeing what SubZero is going to do and what he's going to be like. Next, Scorpion. Scorpion looks also badass. Not exactly as badass as SubZero to me. However, he looks badass nonetheless. So I can't wait till he says, "Get over here!" I can't wait. Jax. Jax does not look like I would want him to look. And just so you know here, I have nothing against any of these actors at all. Nothing. But sometimes the looks that people choose for these characters don't exactly mesh with the fans very well. He doesn't look like the Jax that I would make for the film. However, it does not mean that he will not make a great Jax. I was not a fan of Heath Ledger's look for the Joker in The Dark Knight when they released pictures. I thought it was really strange and grotesque. But then once I watched it, I was like, you know what? Not bad. Not bad. This works. This works for what they're trying to do. So this could very well work. At this point, that's a no for me. Sonya. She looks fine to me. She looks fine to me. I have no problem with her look whatsoever. All the thing that I ask is that she gets her move off. Okay, this time. If she's going to do the leg scissor move, whatever it's called at this point, if she's going to do that, have her actually get it. Okay? Because if any of you are fans of the first movie, like I am, you were in the theater, and when you watched this, when I was there, the whole crowd, when she was fighting Kano, and she did the handstand, and she grabbed him with her legs, everybody cheered! And then she laid him down sideways, and the whole crowd in unison went, "Oh!" And then what do? They give her move to Liu Kang near the end of the movie when he fought Reptile. Why? 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 Make sure Sonya Blade is badass in this. Please. Now, Raiden. Raiden looks badass to me. I personally, in the second one, I think Raiden got off a lot as a fighter. But I only watched Annihilation like maybe 2 or 3 times because I can't deal with that movie. But I would like to see him as less as a guide and more of a fighter / guide. I want to see Raiden badass in this, He's the Thor of this Avengers movie, if you will. I want to see him get some shit off. Instead of just, crackling his eyes. And first of all, Raiden for the first movie, look, no problem with the actor. I keep forgetting his name. It escapes me right now. I have no problem with him. Horrible choice for what they were doing for the movie. Horrible. I was looking for a badass. I can't remember if I think Raiden is Japanese, right? Raiden's Japanese God of Thunder. Let me make sure. This is the information age right now. Is Raiden Japanese?
According to Oh Baby, names, Raiden is the typical English transcription of Raiden, the god of thunder and lightning in Japanese mythology.
Okay, so it is Japanese. All right then. So I was hoping to see this badass Japanese man fucking people up. Like we got to see in Big Trouble in Little China. You remember that? Them dude, they were Raiden. That dude with the lightning was Raiden. That's what we all wanted, and we did not. I was like, are you kidding me? What are you doing? Until this day, that's been one of the most horrible choices ever made for a character in... It's just... Great as Highlander, but he is not Raiden. I don't understand if that was a whole race thing. It's like, there's a lot of minorities in this movie. We need to put a white man in here. We need to do that. He needs to be their guide. He needs to be their god. I don't know what that was, but please. He looks like he might be Asian. I can't tell. I don't know who's playing him. Wait. Tadanabu Asano. Let me see. Let me look him up right now. That don't sound like a white dude to me. Yes. Finally, they did it right. It's like Jack's coming in and he's Mexican. It's like, look, no problem whatsoever. You know what I mean? But he's not Mexican. Oh, Zorro's a black dude now? When the hell had that happen? Zorro has always been Mexican. What are you guys doing here? Or Spaniard or something, you know what I mean? Like, come on, stop playing around here. Now we got Liu Kang. Liu Kang looks fine to me. To tell you the truth, he's very reminiscent of the first Liu Kang in the movie. However, I would like to say Superstar, who was from that one martial arts, what was that called, y'all? Y'all know what I'm talking about. And they had the machine in there and Willie the Bam. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Superstar was in there and he played Liu Kang in the video games. And I had always hoped that he would get cast as Liu Kang in the movies. Always hoped. I don't know what he looks like now. Yeah, I'm sure he's older now and everything. But I really wished that they had done that. I really had wished that the people that had played them in the video games had gotten cast in the movies. Maybe they didn't have the acting talent. Maybe it was a political thing. Maybe they didn't know the right people. Maybe it was just whatever. Who knows what it is? There's a whole lot of moving parts in casting for movies. But that would have been so cool to see him cast. And, I personally would like to see something closer to the original Liu Kang that I love, but that's just me. I'm fine with him because I ended up liking the Liu Kang of the first movie, so I'm good with that. Now we have Kung Lao. Kung Lao looks great. He looks great. I have no problem with his look. I can't wait to see what he does. The Kanos, I don't know. Kano looks fine to me because I actually liked the look of the Kano that they used in the movie, even though he wasn't video game accurate. I would like to see one that is video game accurate, but I think they have gone with that look as far as the video games from, I don't know which one on, but they started just using that look, I noticed, with the hair and the beard, so whatever, and now that look is Kano. And now we have Mileena. She looks pretty damn close. Mouth doesn't look as big as it does, in the video game, but or at least in the video game that I'm used to thinking of. I usually think of, Mortal Kombat 2 and 3 when I'm thinking of all of these characters. Keep that in mind. When I think of all of these characters right now, I'm thinking of Mortal Kombat 1 through 3, which is what I grew up with. So, she actually looks pretty damn cool. She looks sinister. She's got the whole Joker paint on her face / blood on her face and stuff. So I think she's gonna be badass and a little terrifying. I can definitely see that. So I will say this. I am interested in this movie and I absolutely hope that the trailer kicks ass. Be sure to get over to my Patreon and you will get to see this tomorrow if it gets copyright claimed. Sometimes copyright claims come after you upload the video. Sometimes they come immediately when you upload the video before you even make it public for you guys to see. That's why sometimes they just disappear because after it gets copyright claimed, I'm like, oh, time for my patrons to watch. So it is what it is. If you have an issue with that, that's your problem, not mine. If you enjoyed my commentary on all of these characters, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share. 10 million subscribers! Woo!